What's up, guys? So yeah, it appears that rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. I figure, I have this YouTube channel, still here, not going anywhere, so I might as well use it to talk about life, my likes, my dislikes, my experiences in the past year, my experiences now, a little bit of everything. So I wanted to start it off with something that some friends of mine mentioned after I posted the video last week, is that I look different and that I've lost a lot of weight, and which is true. So today I'm going to talk about what's really consumed most of my life since chemotherapy has ended, and that is CrossFit. I love, 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 love CrossFit. Now, before chemo, I was already a pretty big fan of CrossFit. I wasn't hardcore into it, but it was, my preferred workout method. I've been doing it since September of 2013, and I love it. I love the fact that everything is measured so that you can constantly get better and see yourself get better. Whereas, if you just focus on your appearance, sure, you might lift some real heavy stuff one day, but then you'll eat a double or triple burrito and not notice anything and feel bad about yourself. I love the variety because you're constantly challenging yourself in new, exciting, and different ways, doing movements you've never really attempted before. And I love the community aspect of it because when you join a CrossFit gym, you almost instantly get a bunch of new friends with similar interests, which is pretty cool. So before my diagnosis, I, was into CrossFit, but after my diagnosis, it had to take a back seat. Because, to be honest, I was paranoid. I became a bit of a germaphobe. And no matter how good or spectacular a gym is, gyms are really, really dirty places. And I was not going to risk it. I didn't even ride the subway for months on end, which to a New York City person is ridiculous. So I tried to maintain my fitness level, at least somewhat, by lifting weights at home and doing yoga. And I kept it up for a little while, but eventually I caved in because I was just getting way too tired all the time and just didn't have enough energy. So after a while, some weeks or months into my chemo, I had my breakthrough moments. So I borrowed some DVDs and PlayStation games for a friend of mine, and he had some of my games, and I was working from home that day, and I just decided to walk towards his job so we can exchange those DVDs and PlayStation games. Simple enough. He worked about 15 minutes away, so it was pretty close. 15 minutes away walking. So I walked to my friend's job, and I have never ever been so tired from a walk in my entire life, man. It was a really tough 15 minutes. And me being the ever stubborn guy, walked the 15 minutes back because I just wasn't believing how ridiculously tired I was getting. I was just done. Completely and totally done. I got back home and I had to take a nap after 30 total minutes of walking. It's ridiculous. So on that day, I made myself a little promise, made a little dedication or whatever, that when I could, when I was ready and when it was time, that I would never, ever, ever take my body for granted ever again. And that I would jump back into fitness and CrossFit, specifically with full force. Because I experienced in a matter of weeks and months something that people usually experience in a matter of years or decades. Yeah, people's fitness level drops, but it's usually so slow and unnoticeable that it feels almost natural. For me, it was not natural. I felt like I'd aged decades in the span of weeks and months. So fast forward to September 1st, 2015. It was my very first workout back at CrossFit Solace, my home gym here in New York City. And man, that workout wore me out. I was done. And that's what it was for the first couple of months. I just was exhausted over and over and over again. But I kept coming back because I just, didn't want to feel the same way, just that feeling of weakness that I felt during those 13 minutes of walking. And it wasn't a chore. It wasn't, something that I dragged myself to do. It was something that I really, really wanted to do. There was no motivation involved. It just kind of came naturally. And, there was, of course, setbacks because you come back, you're not going to be as strong and fast as you used to be. I remember there was a moment where we were doing squats in the gym, and I failed on a weight which I should have easily had. And the next day there was like a big, long, black and blue bruise all up on my back where the barbell was. But I kept at it, and the whole comeback mentality was frustrating, but I kept at it. One thing that really helped me out was gymnastics. Now, with my gym, I got really lucky. We have a national/Olympic level gymnast coaching in our gym. My man Dave Durante. This guy is amazing. And I started taking his classes twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I started with absolutely zero knowledge and skills in gymnastics. I started from the lowest bottom that you could start because I never had a foundation for it, and it really helped out because I was not trying to conquer something that I've already conquered. I was just doing something brand new and from the very beginning, which really helped my mindset. So, I got to do a specific video on Dave just because he's been just amazing. Eventually, but yeah, I was doing gymnastics, I was doing CrossFit, and I just felt fantastic. I cleaned up every aspect of my life, and I genuinely look forward to every single one of my CrossFit classes. It is so much fun. You have your moments sometimes where you come in like first or second in the class at whatever workout you were doing, and you feel spectacular. You get a little cocky, got a little attitude. And usually the next day they program a workout that just destroys you completely, and you feel bad about being cocky the day before. But hey, man, that's just part of it, and it's a fantastic part of it. So if you're watching this video and you've never tried CrossFit, give it a try. It'll be tough. It'll be challenging. It'll be unlike stuff you've ever done before, most likely, but you will improve. There is no way to not improve because everything is being tracked, everything is being monitored, and your performance is the improvement scale that you're measured on. So, because that performance is measured, there's just no way you can't not improve. So, and you will find a newfound respect for yourself and for your body and all the amazing, wonderful possibilities of your body and what you can do. And of course, most importantly, you will never, ever take your body for granted ever again. I know I won't. So, yeah, that was my little rant on the love of CrossFit. And, I'll make another video about stuff whenever. So I guess I will see you next time. Have a good one.